So now we're just going to demonstrate some Chi-sao from basic Chi-sao, stepwise, accelerating slightly in speed up to something that more resembles lat-sao or free and continuous unstructured Chi-sao. So as Chi-sao training progresses, you move towards accelerating speed and resistance, to the point in lat-sao training where you no longer wait for your opponent to respond in a stepwise fashion. Rather, you continuously move and counterattack as you would in a real self-defense situation, without waiting for your attacker to respond to each movement. Even in this training exercise, however, you still control striking power unless you're wearing gloves or helmets. The point is to accelerate in speed and resistance to begin to mirror the experience of a real fight. So in lat-sao, in the end, you do not wait for your partner's action or reaction, you just continually attack wherever there are holes and wherever the way is clear to strike. One very important point, however, and an issue that frequently comes up in Chi-sao training, is the difference between merely touching your opponent and striking with real power.
What?
It is very critical to the quality of Chi-sao and lat-sao training to distinguish between a controlled strike that has centerline elbow power behind it and merely touching strikes or glancing blows that do not have any proper structure or power and will not deliver real force in an actual fight. In Chi-sao and lat-sao training, you are always aiming to develop the ability to dominate the inside position and from there deliver controlled strikes that have real incapacitating potential, not merely ineffective glancing blows without structure behind them. You'll see controlled throat strikes being frequently delivered here, either with an open hand using the heel of the palm or using a forearm hack. As discussed in the last video of the 4-part series, these do form a significant part of the advanced system of Wing Chun and are used in practice when the situation is life-threatening or there is a need to level for size, strength, weapons or multiple opponents. That said, conventional closed fists would be used in any ordinary self-defense scenario, and needless to say, throat strikes would not be used in a self-defense situation unless the severity demanded it and your life was in danger. In conclusion, it's perhaps worth repeating the Chi-sao training summary points made in the last video. Those are namely, firstly, Chi-sao is a training exercise, it is not fighting. It is learning to dominate the centre if you meet an attacker who can block your initial counter-attack. Secondly, a combination of constantly pressing forward and learning to be fluid whilst learning where and how to counter-strike can be a very effective method of self-defense when you don't wear gloves and all strikes are permitted. Thirdly, Chi-sao is in essence an exercise to cultivate energy reflexes. It is not necessary if an attacker has the centerline open to begin with. Fourthly, the simple theoretical aim of Chi-sao is to train flowing around or giving way to superior force and directly striking when the way is clear to do so. The difficulty in practice is to do that in a way that is fluid and instant. A last word on anti-kicking. As you can see here, once you're already inside kicking range, constant forward pressure and stepping forward to fill any space whilst covering your own groin is a fairly effective way to neutralise a lot of potential kicking attacks, as well as serving the purpose of taking your opponent's balance. I'll leave you to watch the remaining session. If you appreciated the content, please comment, like and subscribe. Thank you.